Look up, Mason.
All right, so check this out. I'm back outside again, of course. You know, last time I did a real big installation. It was real lengthy. Shit was like 3.5 hours long, I would say. And a part of that was because I say like 15 minutes of that clip or that video was a duplicate scene. So it's really just about 3 hours, 5 minutes or something like that, or 10 minutes. To be honest with you, man, I got some new heat, and we're gonna do a little installation. We changing out 3 things today, of course. It's gonna change up the back of the truck a little bit because we changing out all back everything to all black everything. No, I'm kidding. So I got my these are LED tail lights, right? Get them from eBay, of course. You got these tabs right here, and you'll see when I take off the old headlights, they're gonna have grommets in them. You're supposed to remove those grommets so that you can fit these tabs inside of the holes. Now, we don't have any bulbs to connect to this headlight. As you can see, these are just vents right here, and this right here is just the wiring housing. This right here is the this is a resistor, of course. It's a 5 watt resistor. I mean 50 watt resistor. Of course they want you to use hinges on it or whatever, or mounts for it, but I'm not going to use mounts because that's too much work. I don't know why they give kits like this. All you have to do is take this resistor and freaking tape it somewhere onto the wiring harness or the wire loom. It's not that difficult. It's nothing's going to happen to that thing, you know what I'm saying? So so what you got to do with this, of course, this is a wiring harness with a connector that goes to something under the truck. So you have to fish this whole wire through and go up under the truck, and then you have to find a wiring harness for the left side, then you got to find it for the right side because they both have 2 separate ones. So you got to worry about that. So then you got your LED brake light, of course, and it has the ring around it for the brake, and the middle light is for the reverse. Of course, the middle bar is for the reverse, so it's all bright LED. And then you also have license plate bulbs that we changing out, of course, right? Man, so I ain't even gonna lie to you, man. I was looking at the truck, and when I bought it, I seen this, and I was like, what the heck? Look, you see that? It got like, look closely to it. Somebody put like some weather seal around it, or like some silicone around it or something like that. So I don't know if I gotta use a knife to scrape through it, but I know for one thing I'm gonna have to go ahead and bolt that, and then we go from there. So hopefully when I install a new one, I don't get any leak or anything like that, because as you can see, this one right here already has the, you know what I'm saying, it already has this around it. If we do have to seal it up, I got clear right here that I'm gonna use. I don't know if I want to use black. It's a little too, black is gonna be a little too it won't be too neat, you know what I mean? So we'll see how it goes. But you're gonna need, let me show you the tools you're gonna need. So when you're trying to get the wiring harness to disconnect up underneath the truck from the old headlight tail lights, you got to use this to unclip the bumper clip, not bumper clips, but the wire harness clip holders or whatever. And of course you got to cut this right here, because you got to get the length right. And then they give you extra zip ties as well. I got all of these products from off of eBay, guys. It's 07 to 13 Chevy Silverado products. LED tail lights, of course, and they smoke. And then you also got a LED third brake light. This is a third brake light, which is that thing right there. And then also you have license plate, LED bulbs, or LED license plate lights, right? All of this is pretty much LED everything, you know, because you don't want to have used up, smoked up, because you can tell it's smoked up, but it's been abused and whatnot, right? It make the truck look kind of older, and we trying to get rid of that look. Of course, we wanted to give it a cleaner look, but not just a cleaner look, you know. We wanted to give it a newish aftermarket style to it, know what I'm saying? So anyway, go ahead, we're gonna do the first thing first. I think the first thing I want to do is the tail lights, because you know the tail lights is gonna be the hardest. We're gonna save the tail lights is probably not gonna be the hardest. It's probably gonna be that thing right there, because you have to get the weather seal off or the silicone seal off, you know what I'm saying? So go ahead and mount it up and show y'all what it look like. All right, so starting with the lefty, you know, we're gonna start with the lefty. Oh, it's a spider. Turn it up. All right, man. Let me show you what's up, bro. You know the orange hat don't never go nowhere. You know, we gotta leave that on at all times. Let's see. Ooh, that's dusty, ain't it? Look at that. Man. Oh, they already took the grommets out. I didn't even know that. Look, all the grommets gone. That's why these are OEMs. So that's why these really ain't holding like that. They hold when you finally put them on, and both these two that I just took off, they'll hold, but that right there don't look good. That look crazy. So we're gonna clean that up a little bit too. So first thing we're gonna do is go ahead. Let's start with the top. I'll take this bulb out. Take this one out. Take this one out. Like that. Take that off right there. You just pull it off. Shit, you can see it's like a alligator mouth. That's the old light, man. It look real dusty and shit, or whatever. You know, set that aside right here. Now we gotta figure out a way we gonna fish this one through. But before we try to figure out how we gonna fish it through, right? The first thing we gonna do, we're gonna map this out. So now, if you don't know which wire this is right here, now why would you go jump into taking everything off and fishing it under that hole when you don't even know where this one is going at? So got your cloth, microfiber, of course. Gotta have orange because it got an orange hat on today. And then this is just a bottle of water and dish soap. You just a little bit of dish soap with some water. And you know what I'm saying? Just go like Now what you could do, you could use a brush, but all my detailing stuff is in the house, so I'm not finna go through all of that. We just gonna wipe it.
Look up, Mason.
You see how better that look right there? I know it's got a little bit of this, a little bit of that, a little bit of this, a little bit of that, but come on, y'all, you know, we ain't gonna get everything, you know. So we gonna push this down the bottom like this. We're gonna push it. We're gonna push it. Push it. Push that. Like that, just like that, just like that. Everywhere you go, you gotta have snips. All right, so you got your snips. And cut wires, of course. Now, got enough leverage or whatever. Me, personally, I'm finna take this, and I thought about taping it to this part. Well, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and put the resistor on like this and zip tie it. Everybody talk about how they wanna everybody wanna make shit so professional and then they make it so difficult, man. You don't gotta make it difficult just because you see the people do it. Just because they might have a bad experience with a part that been installed maybe half-assed or something like that, it don't mean it's gonna be the same for you, you know what I'm saying? So with that being said, we not even gonna zip tie it, to be honest, because ain't really no point of that. It's not gonna hold like that if you zip tie it. So what I'm finna do is I'm finna tape it, electric tape, because that's gonna be better. You know, if the resistor is that weak, like they pan it out to be, we're gonna tape it on there. You know what I'm saying? Because it's gonna move either way. If you hit a pothole and you got it bolted onto the frame of the truck, it's still gonna hit some pressure. You know, so it doesn't matter how you do it, the resistor is still gonna have that pressure hit it. You know what I'm saying? And if this don't work, we'll just take it off and figure out another way. If it doesn't work, you know what I'm saying? But I'm sure when we install it, we'll be all right. So let's go ahead and try to get it. Let's get it. So our grommets, they gone. They both gone, right? So these two should be able to fit in that hole right there. All right. So we're gonna fish this line right up under the same hole we took it out of. We gonna fish it right up under. See those bolts right there? Gotta take those off.
Cook up, Mason.
So now we remove the golden bolts from out of there. Go ahead, remount it back. You're not supposed to take these off. These are supposed to stay on, but those are the bolts that go for it. Those golden bolts right there, those go for it. Or you can use the old bolts and see if those work, but we might end up using those because they came with the tape, the old or regular ones that we had before. And if it doesn't screw on, then we know it doesn't go with it. In this case, it's not screwing on. It's having a hard time getting on, so you can't use these. You can hold on to them, but you see how easy and so effortless it is for this one to go on? So these, you want to use those. All right, you got your tabs. You gotta have your grommets gone. You gotta take them off. The way you take your grommets off, you may have to use these. Just keep up under them to get them off and pry them. But the best one to use, when I explained to you in one of the previous videos and installation, you want to work on anything on the outside, the best thing you want to use is metal. It's a metal trim removing tool. In other words, I ain't gotta do too much. But anyway, that's what it looked like when you mount it. You ain't got no space in it. These are regular, you know what I'm saying? Not regular, because you see the halo, the DLR, and these are the reverse lights right here. And we got them in. We got them in. Look at that. You see it clear as day. Everything is so pretty much everything is wired up already. And the connectors, they are a little hard to come off, of course. Or the the connectors for the harness for these headlights, tail lights. Those things are a monster to come off. So in other words, the best thing to do is maybe get the other connectors out the way, so unplug some of the other ones, and then you'll be able to kind of hunch up and see what you're looking at. You know what I'm saying? You gotta see what you're looking at, because we ain't going into nothing blind like Ray Charles, and we definitely ain't going into nothing deaf, of course. You know what I'm saying? So all right, so we got that all figured out right there. It look clean, I ain't gonna lie. I'm about to sell these right here. I'm gonna clean them up, sell them. I'm gonna sell that wiring harnesses too. Both of them on eBay. I'm selling them. I don't want them no more. Shit. The third brake light, we finna go ahead and we finna see what that's about real quick. And then we gonna go ahead and mount these in. These LED license plate bulbs. And it's hard, it's easy to pop those old ones out to replace them. So, you know, it's easy to pop them out now. Going down the road, is it just gonna pop out just because it wanna do that? No, it ain't like that. So we about to go ahead, see what this third brake light about. This silicone acting the fool. We gonna have to get the grease gun out. We have to get the grease gun out. All right, go ahead.
Hook up, Mason.
So I got most of that sealing off that they put on there. Of course I can get more off, but I don't want to be here all night doing this, to be honest. You know, I don't care about the paint because I'm gonna end up sealing it back anyway. And like I said, I do plan on painting. As you can see, the hood is shot. Look at that. Last owner neglected this truck. Look at that, man. That's crazy, dude. Look at this. It shouldn't be like that. Yeah, last owner, he definitely neglected this truck. They put a cam in it, but that's all they did. They didn't put nothing else into the truck. The only thing they put into it was a cam, some smoked headlights and tail lights. So what we gonna do, we gonna have to go ahead and we gonna have to make the truck better than what it was, right? So we're gonna install our third brake light, which is right there, and wire it up, turn the truck on, check it and see if it worked, and then after that we'll seal it up. I'm sure it's gonna work, so I'm gonna try it anyway. And then after that we're gonna do the last thing, which is our LED license plate bulbs. So watch when I mount it up. Let's see. Good news is it works, and the reason I know it worked is because after I stopped the video, I looked at the ending of which I did go inside of the truck, turn the key to the on position and hit the brake. Well, that's how I know it works, along with the tail lights, of course, right? So it's lit. You can hardly see it because it's smoked, but you can see it's only one. Now you'll see another reflector right there, but this is not supposed to light up. This is just the red reflector. But this is the light right here. This is the bar, and these right here are the reverse lights, which we're gonna check out in a minute. Both of them look good. They mounted on real good. You know, nothing's too offset from each other, nothing like that. Everything look like it's mounted properly, you know. It looked like it's mounted properly. You know, you see a little space right there, but I mean, I guess we go and fix that in a minute. This one right here look like it's on there pretty damn solid. You ain't gonna, that one on there look good. So we gonna redo this one over here and remount it the right way. It looked like I did a little too much pushing on it, so figure that out. But in all, go ahead. As you can see, right here, we got spaces, and we don't want that. And I plan on keeping these brake lights. I don't think nothing's gonna happen to it. So first, I'm gonna go ahead and turn the truck off. turn the truck off, and then I got clear. I have the clear adhesive, so I'm gonna just use this for that third brake light. All right, so we could turn the truck off real quick, man. Jump down. It's been a little little something today. You know, just to show y'all something a little different. Y'all might have not have seen on eBay. Just in case y'all want to go buy something like that, whatever. But go ahead and do this sealing real quick for you, man. All right, so last thing. We go ahead and get the license plate LEDs put in. So it's gonna be a little easy process. You pop them in. Pop them out, pop the new ones in, pop the old ones out, pop the new ones in, or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like this. Let me show y'all. I know I tried to block out the license plate before. I ain't caring nothing about no license plate. Ain't nobody coming here for me. I ain't that big of a YouTuber no way, so it don't matter. Anyway, there's everything installed, man. Everything installed, man. License plate bowl, head, tail light. Oh my goodness, what the hell is going on over there? They're having a cookout. If you take a look at these license plate bulbs, once again, we changed out license plate bulbs. We changed out the tail lights, of course, both of them, not just one, but we changed out both. And then we went ahead and we go ahead and installed a third brake light. Third brake light, yes, I did use clear silicone adhesive. You can smooth it out using a dry rag, or you can just apply it and let it soak. You know what I'm saying? I applied a dry rag to it and went around it real smooth with my fingertip, of course. But as you can see, LEDs, they working just fine, of course. You got the brake light. It looked like a brake light that's on it. Works just fine. And then as you can see, you got your turn signal, I believe, and then you also have your bar, of course. So with that being said, we gonna go ahead and back this thing up now. We're gonna go ahead and back it up, toot it up. Let me show y'all how it looks, because you know, I told y'all, I've been trying to tell y'all, you know what I'm saying, I've been gonna do this. I've been trying to tell y'all I've been gonna do this, man. You know what I'm saying, man? I'm getting a taller tripod, by the way. This one is a little short. It came up a little short. Every video it does. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go ahead and post it up real quick, and then after that, I'm gonna show y'all how it look when I'm backing up. Let me show y'all what it looks like when I'm backing up.
Look up, Mason.
I went ahead and I said, fuck it, I'm gonna just go ahead and spin the block real quick. Just did like a little 30-mile drive on the interstate. I had, you know, a good bit of eyeballs or whatever. Truck, and it ain't lifted, of course. It got a little leveling kit, but it's clean though. It's got a clean little level kit to it. You know what I'm saying? A lot of attention. But you know, you seen in like the last clip, it looked like it looked like the rear wheel light wasn't working. Well, it was because when I went to go make the wires neater under the truck, I had to unplug the front and the rear ones, right? I had to unplug it, which meet in the middle. And then when I unplugged it, I guess I swapped the connectors the wrong way with the negative to positive. I put the negative to the back negative went to the front positive, and then the back positive went to the front negative. And that's why the back wasn't working. The front is going to always work unless something up there in the front wiring goes wrong. And the reason why the front will always work, no matter if the connectors are swapped wrong or not, the reason why it'll work is because it's the one that's powering it. The front ones are powering the rear ones, and then when you connect the front two together, then it powers everything. You know what I'm saying? So pretty much the whole story is you want to be able to power, figure out a way to power everything. You know what I'm saying? Power it up, you know. So the bit pressure though, man, I ain't gonna lie. I slid so damn good. I ain't gonna lie. I slid so good, the motherfuckers couldn't keep up with me, man. They couldn't keep up, bro. I swear. I'm not like, the reason why I say we don't flex on this channel is because when you step out in real life, you're gonna flex. It's not because you try to flex, it's because if you got a nice looking vehicle, that's how people gonna see it anyway. So it don't really matter if you flex it, if you wanna flex or not. If you have a nice vehicle, people gonna see you as a flexer anyway, you know what I'm saying? But you know what I'm saying? That's what I'm trying to say. I say we don't flex on the channel, but we do flex in real life, because in real life is where we put all the work in. You know what I'm saying? We don't put a lot of work into YouTube, but we put a lot of work into what we love to do. You know what I'm saying? And when I say we don't put a lot of work into YouTube, we do put a lot of work as far as editing the videos, but I'm saying it's not like we get our hands dirty with YouTube. We get our hands dirty in real life, man. You know what I'm saying? So that's what the truck look like, man. That's what the truck look like. Wait till I put a lift in the front of that bitch, though, boy. When I put a lift in there, I'm telling you, once I get a lift, I'm telling you, it's a wrap. It's over with. You know what I mean? But you know, as far as like all of that powder coating and all that, man, I ain't know about all that one. You know, but I slid though, bro. I ain't gonna cap, man. I'm at one of the cause y'all know I'm at one of the delivery spots actually that I work at, man. Shit. Well, I don't really work for these people, but you know, I deliver to these people and whatnot, man. I deliver to them. It's like a Honda plan or something like that, man. It got some semis over there, and it got some trailers over there too, man. But all in all, man, this is what it is, man. I'm in the Scat Pack dodging the cop cars, you know what I mean? I'm in the Scat Pack dodging the cop cars. Oh yeah, cop car ain't catching this right here. I'll be honest with you, bro. Cop car ain't catching this. Cop car ain't catching this. But that's what that bit look like, man. That bit lean. Well, it ain't leaning, but you know what I'm saying. If I wanted to lean, I could get it to lean now. Don't get it twisted. If I wanted to lean, you see what I doing? If I want them to lean, why get them to lean? The South Carolina coming out of me, man. I'm up in Ohio with it, so. And I constantly keep walking around the truck. The reason why I keep constantly walking around the truck over and over in a circle is because I want to, you know what I'm saying? I want to like get it right, man. You know, I want to get as much angles as I can, you know what I'm saying? That's why I keep walking around the truck like that. But for the most part, man, I would say everything looks pretty much clean on the truck. Everything, like the wiring, the lighting, the paint might need a little bit of work, but that's gonna come in due time, you know what I'm saying? It got a little bit of wires hanging at the bottom down there. I don't know if y'all can see it the way I can see it, but it got a little bit of wires hanging at the bottom, you know what I'm saying? But I ain't tripping off of it, man. But yeah, it's a little low. It got a leveling kit, you know, ain't much, but that bit pressure when you see it in real life now, you can tell that motherfucker get scooped now. Oh, you can tell it get scooped. You can tell it get scooped now. You can tell it get scooped now.
up, Mason.